So at the end of September, it started off as a normal day. My 3-year-old daughter came to me and said, oh, her mouth felt different. So I kept asking her, I said, what do you mean your mouth feels different? But she couldn't really explain it. So after, it wasn't much longer, my husband called me down and he said something is really going on with her. She went into a seizure and lost control of the right side of her body. We called the paramedics, she was rushed to hospital. And to the glory of God, she was actually fine by the end of the day. Now, while we're in hospital, they actually called, they had actually done an MRI test and it came back inconclusive. They said that the left side of her brain, which controls the right side, was a bit slower. So they said they will order a follow-up test. So about 2 weeks later, we had the follow-up test. Now, I was really nervous about the results of the test because I just kept thinking, oh God, what does this mean? You know, does this mean that she's going to have care, you know, the whole time? And so when I came to church on Sunday, the following Sunday, I came with my mother-in-law. We hadn't received the results yet. And the pastor had a word of knowledge. Some people came up to the front and I felt something in my spirit and it just says, pray and believe. And, you know, I prayed and, you know, I felt, when I prayed for a little bit and I felt a peace in my mind and I was just like, okay, thank you, God. And then a few days later, we got the results of the test and it came back, everything was all fine. And, you know, I hope it blesses someone. And just so you know that God he's definitely doing miracles. So thank you. And we just thank God.